All right, so in this video, we're going to learn how we simplify linear expressions. And we're going to start with number 3, right? And we get 5 parentheses 2s plus 4 plus 3s minus 4 times parentheses s plus 7. So, well, first of all, we need to get rid of parentheses. We're going to use PEMDAS, so we need to solve inside the parentheses first, right? So we can solve inside the parentheses first. So so we're gonna have like 5 times, and we know that 2s plus 3s is 5s, right? Plus 4 minus 4 times s plus 7. Next step, we need to get rid of parentheses. So we're gonna distribute 5. We're gonna use this distributive property, right? And we're gonna distribute 5 with 5s, so we're going to multiply 5 with 5s and 5 with 4. So we're going to have 25, we're going to have 25s, right, plus 20, minus, we do the same thing for the second parentheses. We're going to multiply 4 with s, so negative 4 times s, this negative 4s, and negative 4 times 7, that's negative 28. So we're going to have negative 4s, we're going to have negative 4s minus 28. Well, we have negative because we multiply negative 4 with positive 7. So negative times positive, that will be negative, right? Then we're going to add like terms, which is 25s. We're going to combine 25s with 4s. So we're going to subtract 4 from 25, right? So 25 take away 4, that would be 21s. That would be 21s. That would be 21s. And we have 20, we're going to combine 20 with 28. So 20 take away 28. So 20 minus 28 will be negative 8. And the answer will be 21s minus 8. All right, so for number 4, we have 7 parentheses, 7 multiply parentheses of 5n plus 4 plus 7n minus 10 plus 3n, all right, minus 30. So we have inside the parentheses, we have to solve inside the parentheses. Well, if you follow PEMDAS, the order of operation, we have parentheses first, then multiplication, right? So we're going to start with parentheses. We're going to solve inside the parentheses. So we're going to have 7. So we're going to have 7, right? And 5n plus 7n, right? 5n plus 7n, it's going to be 12n and plus 3. That would be 15n, right? Or you can just add 7 with 3, which is 10, and 10 plus 5 will be 15. So that's one way to do it. It's going to be like 15, right? 15n. Plus, we got 4 minus 10. We're going to combine 4 with negative 10, our integers number, right? So we're going to have like 4 minus 10, that would be negative 6 here, minus 30. Now we need to get rid of parentheses. We're going to distribute 7. We got multiplication and subtraction according to PEMDAS. We're going to start with multiplication first. So 7 times 15, right? And 7 times negative 6. All right, so 7 times 15, that will be 105. So 7 times 15n will be 105n, 105n. 7 times 6 will be 42, so that will be negative 42 because we have negative 6 there. So positive 7 times negative 6, that will be negative 42, and we have negative 30, okay? Now, we're going to bring this one down, 105n, because we can't combine letter with integer. And we're going to combine 42 and 30. So what's negative 42, negative 30? It's like we add in 2 negative values, right? If we add two values with the same sign, we're going to keep the sign and we add the values. We add the absolute value of those integers. So we're going to have negative. So 42 plus 30 will be 72, right? And that's going to be the answer. That's going to be the answer here. All right, so in problem number 5, we get negative 3 parentheses 4 plus z, negative 5, minus 5 times negative 2 plus z, plus 2 times 11z plus 3. So again, we need to get rid of parentheses here. So we're going to distribute 5, negative 3 with 4, and negative 3 with z, right? And we do the same thing here, negative 5 with negative 2, and negative 5 with z. And we do the same thing for the last one, which is 2 times 11z and 2 times 3, right? So let's start with the first one. Like negative 3 times 4, that will be negative 12. That will be negative 12. And negative 3 times z, negative times positive, that will be negative. It's going to be negative 3z, right? For the second one, we have negative 5 times negative 2, that will be positive 10. And negative 5 times positive z, that will be negative 5z. We do the same thing for the last one. We got 2 times 11z, that will be 22z, right? That will be 22z. And 2 times 3, that will be positive 6 here, all right? So now, let's combine all the z together here. We have like letter z, we got like negative 3, negative 5. That will be negative 8, right? And we're going to combine with positive 22. So negative 3 z, negative 5 is going to be negative 8, and negative 8 plus 22, that will be positive 14. So it's going to be positive 14z or 14z. It's going to be 14z, right? Then we have negative 12 and positive 10 and positive 6, right? Negative 12 plus 10, that will be negative 2, and negative 2 plus z, that will be positive 4. That would be positive 4. So the answer would be 14z plus 4. All right, in example problem number 6, we need to distribute 2 with parentheses, and parentheses includes fractions, right? Parentheses has fractions on it, right? So what we can do here, we can just like, we can distribute like 2 will be much easier. Well, we have two choices here. We can combine the inside the parentheses first, right? We can combine this one and this one, right? But and also we can combine this one, but we can multiply 2, we can distribute 2 with the fraction, right? With 1 over 2, and 2 times 5, and 2 times negative 3 over 2, and 2 times 1 over 2. And the reason why it's easier to do this way, because we have 2, we can just like simplify 2 with 2. For example, if I multiply 2 with 1 over 2c, right? So as you can see, we can simplify, because this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So we can simplify 2 with 2. We're going to have 1c or c, right? And if you multiply, for example, like 2, so 2 with negative 3 over 2, so 2 times negative 3 over 2c, we do the same thing. We can simplify 2 with 2, and we're going to come up with negative 3c, right? And also, if you multiply 2 with half, right? Like we have like 2 times 1 over 2. So we can just simplify again 2 with 2 here, and we're going to have 1, right? So we can use it here. So let's do this one here. So we have 2 times 1 over 2c as we got here. That's going to be c. That's going to be c, right? And 2 times 5 would be 10. That's easy, right? 2 times negative 3 over 2c, that would be negative 3c, like what we got here, right? That would be negative 3c. And 2 times 1 over 2, that would be 1, plus 21c, right? Now we can combine c with negative 3c with 21c, right? And that's going to be, so c minus 3c, that will be negative 2c, negative 2c plus 21. So negative 2 plus 21, that will be positive 19. That was going to be like 19c. And we have 10 with 1, right? We're going to combine 10 and 1. So 10 plus 1, that would be 11, right? So the answer will be 19c plus 11. Right, let's jump to number 8 here, because I have a fraction, so I want to have the similar example like the previous one. So we can, again, we get 7/3 parentheses, multiply parentheses, the negative 12m minus n minus 6m, right? Close parentheses plus 2m minus 8. So, well, we can combine inside the parentheses now. You know, we can do this one here. Let me just get back. Okay. Give me 1 second. So let's do this one here. So we can, all right, so we can combine inside the parentheses. So we're gonna have like 7/3 and negative 12 minus 6, right? So it's gonna be negative 18m minus 9 plus 2m minus 8. Well, we're gonna do the same thing. As you can see here, we're gonna distribute 7/3 with negative 18, right? M. Now, if you do 7/3, right? 7/3 times negative 18m. Again, remember, this is like we can simplify 18 with 3. And 18 divided by 3 is 6, right? So 6 times 7, that's 42. And we have, so I mean negative 6m times 7, that would be negative 42m, right? So we got this one there. And then we have 7/3 times negative 9, right? So 7/3 times negative 9, right? So what we're going to have here, as you can see, we can simplify 9 with 3. We're going to come up with 3, right? So 3 goes to 9 like 3 times. So 3 goes to 9 like 3 times. So we have like 3 there. So 7 times 3, negative 3 will be negative 21, right? Now let's go back to our question here. So what's 7/3 times negative 18m? As we got here, as you can see, we got negative 42. We got negative 42m. So that will be negative 42m. And what's 7/3 times negative 9? As we get from here, that would be negative 21, right? Plus 2m minus 8. Now we're going to combine negative 42 with positive 2m. So what's negative 42 plus 2? That will be negative 40. Negative 40m. And what we got negative 21 from negative 8, that will be negative 29. And that's going to be our final answer. All right, so let's do number 9 here. We have, we're going to combine these fractions again. We're going to combine the fractions. We're gonna distribute the fraction with this parentheses. But before we have room to simplify inside the parentheses. So we have like 8d, right? With 4d, right? So we can do that. So let's try to reduce this one. We're gonna have like 4, right? And 8d plus 4d, that would be 12d minus 16. And here we have negative 15 plus 21. That would be positive 6 here, right? So it's going to be negative 15 plus 21. That would be positive 6 minus d. Now we can distribute 5 forward with 12. We know that 4 goes to 12 like 3 times, right? So it's going to be like 5 times 3. That will be 15. So it's going to be 15d. And we know that 4 goes to 16 like 4 times, right? So 5 times 4, that will, so we can, 5 times 4, that will be 20, right? It's going to be like negative 20 because we have negative there. We have negative right here, right? Plus 6 minus d. And we got 15d plus minus d, that will be 14d. And negative 20 plus 6, that will be negative 14. And that's going to be our final answer.